Hi all, Chef Dave here, Dave Specialty Foods. You know how there's like bring your dog to work day? Well, come here. I was never able to do that, obviously, for obvious reasons, but today it's bring your dog to work day. Look what I got. She's our idiot. This is Zoe. So we brought her here today, and we were going to either cook her or show you how to make awesome banana muffins. So, okay, I'm going to give you a big kiss. Say hi to everybody. That's Zoe, idiot. So today's bring your dog to work day. Bring your doggy. All right. So we're going to, she's going to roam around here because for obvious timely reasons, there's nothing going on. No parties on the wall and no parties happening. So Zoe's roaming around here while we show you some muffins. So Maggie made some awesome, she's behind the camera right now. She made some awesome banana muffins the other day because we had some, where's my banana here? This is a decent one, but we had kind of some gnarly looking ones, and so she said we got to hop on that, and they were unbelievable. So I figured let's do a demo today for that. So this is quick, this is easy, but sometimes I want to show complicated stuff, but this is nice and something you can do that makes sense, and you can make like 24 of these like we did, and they can last for like at least an hour. All right, so let me wash my hands, and we're gonna start baking. Hold on. All right, so off camera. Okay, so I got some ingredients laid out here. This is pretty easy. We're gonna start probably by making the crumb topping. Okay, so what I've got here is we're gonna take 1 stick of butter, okay, 1/4 pound of butter, okay, usually unsalted butter, okay. Make sure it's cold because we're gonna have 2 kinds of butter. So we're gonna have soft and mushy butter, and we're gonna have a cold stick of butter. So cold stick of butter right there. In our bowl already mixed, we got the dry ingredients. So I have 1 cup of flour. We've got 1/2 cup of brown sugar. They always say tightly packed brown sugar. This is a crumble topping. You don't have to be super precise with your measurements, but yeah, we need 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, and our butter. Okay, so we got 4 ingredients. That's it. This is going to be a classic like apple pie crumble topping. Okay, so we're going to take our butter. I'm just going to slice this in little bits. This is cold butter. Nothing secret here. We're just going to kind of slice this in little chunks like this. Okay, see how easy that is? Boom, into our bowl. Now, get in there and dig in. Don't worry about, I'm making a little bit of a mess here, but don't worry about, using a pastry cutter or something like that. All right, hang on. All right, so we're just gonna get in here and break this butter up. What we're doing is we're trying to make the butter into these, here's a good one here, into these like little, see that? These little like, I don't know, what do you call it? Flakes. These are like butter flakes, okay? So again, think apple pie, crumble top apple pie topping. That's what this is. This is way more than what we need, but this is a good thing to have sitting around because we made muffins yesterday at home, and or Maggie did them, and we had the crumble topping already made. This takes 5 minutes, okay? But it's nice to look at your fridge. This lasts about 4 months in your fridge, okay? And you're gonna keep this in a sealed container, and you can just pull this out, and if you're making an apple pie or an apple cobbler or a cherry cobbler or a banana muffin, you can just pull this out, on top you go, okay? Boom. It's as easy as that. Okay, let's wash up. There's crumble topping. There's no really super flavoring going on in here, but it's a nice crumbly, buttery top thing going on. Organic butter, please. Here we go. Wash up. All right. He's off camera. He's back on camera. Okay, here we go. All right. So we've got, now we'll make our muffins. We've got our crumble topping. We've got, I got to measure this. Sorry. Little secret here. I'm using this little book here. How to make muffin biscuits and scones. Okay? All chefs, everybody thinks we're untouchable gods of creation of how we make recipes. Okay? Every restaurant I've worked at, we've opened cookbooks up and came up with new twists or just straight out copied a recipe. That's what they're for. Don't think I'm a creative guy, so I always think I have to come up with something new. So, but look at this muffin book. This thing's nasty. The pages are falling out. Page 12 is followed by page 40. It's all messed up, but this is amazing, okay? So these muffins come from here. So we're just gonna go right off the book here, okay? We've done this 100 times. If you've had muffins from me, they're from this book. They're amazing. Okay, so we need, I've got everything measured except for the butter. Let's see. Come on, we need 5 tablespoons of butter, okay? There's 4 or 5, there's 5 tablespoons of butter right there, okay? your butter's all got little lines on it here. Just follow the lines, okay? So it's soft. So this is mushy, soft butter. Look at how that mushes, okay? So nothing better than leaving the butter out overnight and letting it get soft. It's awesome, okay? Really will help you out, okay? So let's get, what else are we getting here? Our brown sugar. I've got brown sugar. We've got, we've got half a cup of brown sugar, okay? That goes in here. I'm kind of reading off the book here, so might be a little cheesy, but it's fun. Okay, so half cup of brown sugar. We're gonna put, we've got yogurt coming for a backup. We've got our banana ready to go here. Let's move that. Let's flip our cutting board here. And we're ready to cut. Okay, so we're going to cream this, okay? And while you're watching this, I'm gonna get some vanilla to add to here. Let that cream. It gets a little bit noisy. See how the butter's soft, so it's gonna cream right away. It's very easy. All right? Back on camera. Vanilla. Make sure it's real. Make sure you smell it. Okay, a little bit of vanilla in there. Don't not smell stuff, okay? You're gonna cinnamon. Okay? Good quality cinnamon. What's good quality cinnamon? Something that maybe you know where it came from. Maybe it's got a specific origin, where it's from. This is from Vietnam. This is Vietnamese, sort of spicy hot cinnamon. Lots of kinds you can get. You don't just go to the store and blindly buy cinnamon and pepper and dried sage and crap like that. Make sure you find a good spice person, okay? Easy enough to find, okay? In we go. All right. We beat this up. All right. If you don't have a KitchenAid, you suck. No. You can use it. You probably want one if you don't have one. So the thing that's nice about this is you can beat this up, you know, and still measure your ingredients. So hand mixer works fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay. So we're gonna cream our butter. Okay. Here we go. See that here? Can you see that? That looks like that. No brainer, okay? I don't want to take anything for granted, okay? Lots of people don't know how to make muffins, and they go to the store and they buy these big, giant muffins from the store. It takes like 3 people to eat one muffin. They think that's dining. That's disgusting, okay? We don't like those muffins, okay? Okay? It's like buying a cupcake, those big cupcakes at the top. What do? You eat the top and you throw the butt away, okay? We want a nice, small muffin with lots of crumble on it and good, fresh flavor, okay? So let's put an egg in here. Okay, 1 egg, okay? Look at that organic brown egg, okay? 1 egg goes in the machine. What's nice about this is you can put, you know, break your egg and turn the machine on. So you don't have to do this by hand, okay? So we're gonna beat this up. I'm just raising the bowl a little bit to get the beater all around in there, okay? Very, very simple, just cream it up. This is fine, okay? We're basically just mixing one by one by one, okay? So there's butter, brown sugar, a little bit of cinnamon, vanilla, and an egg. Looks real creamy. Let's dump in yogurt. 3/4 cup of yogurt. I'm going to take a cup, 1 cup measure here. Okay. We're all the same, right? Sometimes you get a little bit, you know, you got a 3/4 cup measure, you got a cup measure, you got a 1/4 cup measure. Just take your cup measure, fill it 3/4 of the way up. You're fine. Okay. In you go. 3/4 cup of yogurt. No brainer there. Good yogurt. Okay. That's Stonyfield organic. It's vanilla yogurt, but buy good stuff. Okay, so in we go. We creamed our yogurt up in there. Look at that. Awesome, okay? Okay, now we're going to lower the bowl. By the way, while we're doing this, first thing we did, of course, wash your hands to begin with, but first thing we do before that, make sure your oven's on, okay? Get your oven on, 350, convection. That means the fan is blowing on the inside. If you have a convection button, turn on the convection so it's blowing. So here's your muffin. Okay, there's some chunks in there. Make sure you scrape your bowl edges, okay? Some of this stuff sounds, when you're reading a recipe, don't get all macho, you know? Oh, I don't have to scrape the bowl, you know? You need to do little stuff like this to make sure you got a good, perfect batch, okay? That's how this stuff comes out so well. All right. Put this back on our machine. Bum, bum, bum. Raise it up. We're all creamed, we're fine. All right, let's go over to our bowl here. So, here's 1.5 cups of flour. Okay, so we told you about the ingredients over here. Got 1.5 cups of flour. All right, we got, oh, sorry, I gotta read this here. We have, time out. We have a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, okay? And we have a 1/2 tablespoon of baking powder, okay? 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and a 1/2 tablespoon of baking powder, okay? Those are both in here together. I've pre-measured those, okay? It's always a good idea sometimes to pre-measure as opposed to doing it on the run, because you might do this on the run and you go, oh my God, did I put baking soda or baking powder? Maggie was making something the other day. What were you making? You did egg whites, and she threw the baking soda in the egg whites. And we were like, crud! So we had to dig that out of there. So if you're measuring on the run, chances of you doing that are much greater, okay? So try to measure a little bit before so you can kind of take a deep breath, look back and go, is that baking soda or baking powder? Get it right. So that goes in the mix here, okay? So in we go. We're just going to go right in here and just mix this together. Why do you get your hands in here mixed? Because you can feel for stuff. Sometimes there's a little, a lot of recipes say sift or whatever, but still, there might be a little, maybe the baking soda. I've seen this all the time. The baking soda has these little tiny balls that it's, and then you eat the muffin or the pancakes or whatever, and see, here's one right here, and you get this little sour taste or this little acid taste, and you don't know why it is, but get in here and mix. You become one with your food. This is a big, big difference, okay? So we've got our dry ingredients right in here. We've got our butter over here. We're just gonna dump this on in, okay? So in we go, okay? See, that mixer, when you got that mixer like this, you can just add it right in. You make a little mess on the counter, don't worry about that, okay? So here we go. Slow speed. Don't jackhammer the thing, okay? Banana muffin. So where's the banana? We're gonna stir that in right now. So remember, I'm gonna turn it off right now. We're making, I always say when I make a recipe like this, I say it looks kind of barfy to begin with, okay? So it's not perfect. It's a little bit floury. It's a little bit mushy, liquidy in there. So we're making muffins, not bread, okay? So barely mix this. When we start scooping it and adding our banana and making our muffins, it's gonna complete the mixing. So let's get all this off of our mixing blade here. Boom, boom, nice and easy. Okay, fast forward. All right, nice. Make sure it's all clean there. You can lick it later off camera. All right, so there's our little muffin batter, all right? There we go. In we go. That's pretty complete, okay? So I love the smell of that. Did we put that cinnamon in there? Mm-hmm. Not enough, okay? A little more cinnamon. Okay, a touch of cinnamon in there. Here's a banana. Now the recipe says, actually we're gonna break the recipe here because the recipe says we're gonna take the banana and dice it. I don't want diced bananas, I want mushed bananas, okay? So we're gonna drop our banana in like that, okay? Clean up a little bit here. And we're gonna mush this with the back of a wooden spoon, okay? I want the banana kind of liquefied here because I want banana muffins that are kind of nice and texture, not chunks of bananas in there within my dough, okay? So we're just gonna mash this, okay? The reason you're making this is because your bananas are a little bit extra ripe, so make sure you got a nice soft banana. It's kind of mushy, okay? Don't get a perfectly ripe, awesome banana. Eat that in the car, okay? So, look at that. Okay, so we've got this delicious kind of creamy mixture of disgusting bananas, okay? In we go. We got a small audience outside show.
Sir fans. Live crowd.
That's the size of our catered parties now. No more than 2. All right, private parties now, no more than 2 people, $1,000 a piece, okay? So we're gonna barely mix it. See what I'm doing? Look at that. Now yesterday we were going around the house just eating this raw. It was awesome, okay? So here we go. We've got our crumble topping. We've got our little mixing bowl here. Leave your, what do you call it in here, spatula. I've got I think it's a 2 ounce. It's a 2 ounce little scoop. Never mind the size. Just pick a size you like, okay? These are awesome. You're gonna dig your little spoons in here and try to hand form these. You're gonna have different size muffins. What happens is the big muffins are raw. The small muffins are a little undersized, are overcooked and dry. You need to make your muffins all the same size. One of these scoops is the best thing. You can buy them for like $3. Steal it from your friend. Go to your friend's house, take it, okay? So, here we go. we have a muffin pan like this. This is big. This fits in pretty much all ovens. This is a big one. Most muffin tin, but we'll look at my muffins. They're small and miniature. I'd much rather eat 3 small muffins than 1 big muffin, okay? 1 big muffin's got this crumble topping on the top. Inside's probably gonna be a little bit raw. It's dry on the outside. You want small muffins every time. Big muffins suck, okay? No use, everybody thinks bigger is better, okay? Big muffins suck, okay? So I've got a little spray here. You don't use olive oil spray, that's not gonna be good. So just a little food spray, okay? You can brush these old school French style like I learned with butter and a little flour in them. They stick almost every time. So this spray stuff really helps. Kind of breaks my rule of all natural, but it's just a little touch of spray like that. Okay, so we're just gonna make a few of these. Just spray what you need. What's nice about this pan is, even if you've got a muffin pan at home and you want to make the big ones, just fill them halfway full, the big ones. And if you just make 3 or 4 muffins and there's an empty muffin hole, don't worry about it. Just bake them. It's fine. It's not going to ruin anything. You don't have to put some kind of rice or beans like the recipe books tell you. Just make your 6 muffins or 8 or whatever we're going to get. Probably out of here about 12. Okay, that recipe I gave you is 12. This will 12 mini ones or 6 kind of big ones. Okay, so I'm just going to make my 6 or 8 and they're going to come out fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to scoop our muffin out just to the level here. That's fine. Look at how perfect that is. So every muffin you bake, okay, watch this, comes out the same size, okay? So there's our muffins. There's our crumb topping. Just get messy and sloppy with this. You got to, because the crumble topping just gathers around the outside and it just, it's like, you know, the chef in the kitchen gets the best part because all the crumble topping on the outside, okay? So we're going to throw this in the oven down here. If you know me, this will be new for you. You don't realize that I built an oven down below my stove at work here, okay? So we're gonna throw these in the oven down here. And they're already done.
Whoa.
Isn't that the magic of TV, okay? So a couple things happen here. These are absolutely perfect, okay? So remember that soft butter I had here? This is what we're gonna use right now, okay? So here's the banana muffin. Look at all the crumble topping forms around here. These baked for about 15 minutes. That means you're gonna set the timer for about 12 and go, kind of minute by minute, and then maybe go for another 2 minutes, okay, if you need to. Now what we're gonna do here, I have a little plastic knife here. You can use a regular French knife here, but or just these skewer toothpicks. When they say skewer, test it with a toothpick, that's the stupidest thing in the world, okay? You can't see anything on a toothpick. You need a knife. Stick it in there, no one's gonna see it. So we're just gonna stick our knife right in here like this, and when you pull it out, it should be clean like that. If there's crumbs on here or a little raw dough, it's pretty obvious, okay? See, watch this. I'll put it in my raw dough here. See, I just touched it, and it's just, the raw dough sticks to it. So if you go in there, it's a little raw dough back in the oven, okay? So these are gonna cook the least amount possible. So if it takes 15, 16 minutes, that's it, okay? We're gonna let them rest for about 5 minutes. And then out they come. Look at that. They come out perfectly. And they're just nice and soft. Now look at that. Isn't that amazing? Okay. We'll put the butter on here. Let's get a little soft butter with our French knife. Organic soft butter. Look at this. Okay. Don't be light on the butter, guys. I'm afraid of baking. Okay. You need to embrace the butter. Okay. That's amazing. Peace, everybody. Little secret here. These are the muffins we baked yesterday. These are the muffins we baked yesterday. Those are awesome. And so obviously, these were already pre-baked, but you just leave them in this pan, a little plastic wrap on top. They're soft, fresh, unbelievable. Don't go warming this up in the microwave. Just enjoy it like that. Peace. Go cook.